There comes a moment in life when most folks find themselves peering into a mirror, realizing that the reflection isn't quite the dazzling persona they envisioned. Is it failure? Not exactly. More like a whisper that something essential is off. That uneasy mix of clarity and discomfort becomes the launchpad for self-transformation. But change rarely arrives as thunder. It's a slow-motion explosion in the mind. What if transformation isn't about trading habits but flipping the lens, seeing the same world with brand new eyes? What hidden pattern will you notice when you turn perception upside down? Deep, lasting change takes time, like a careful renovation of thought, one quiet session at a time. And yes, the guests you avoid, self-doubt and honest introspection, will knock. Will you answer the door and see what they've been trying to tell you? Hey everyone, welcome to Psychologist Jeep, the corner of the internet for quiet thinkers, emotional wanderers, and those trying to turn chaos into clarity. Here, we don't chase perfection. We explore the messy, beautiful process of becoming better versions of ourselves, one small shift at a time. If you've ever sat in silence replaying conversations, doubting your worth, or wishing you could hit reset, you're not alone. Growth isn't about waking up changed. It's about noticing the change happening quietly inside you. So take a deep breath. This is your safe place to think, feel, and maybe laugh at how human we all are. Before we dive in, take a second to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and comment below. Tell us where you're watching from or what part of yourself you're learning to transform. It's always inspiring to see how far our little tribe of evolving minds reaches. Let's explore with Psychologist Jeep. Renowned psychologist Carl Jung called this journey individuation, where we stitch back together the quirky, fragmented pieces of ourselves into something cohesive. Meanwhile, Abraham Maslow saw it as the thrilling ride towards self-actualization, where we slowly unfurl like a tightly coiled spring, revealing the glorious potential within us. But let's cut to the chase. True transformation begins when the sting of standing still becomes unbearable. Too often, we glide through life on autopilot, replaying childhood habits like a broken record. These emotional scripts, dictated by family, friend circles, and experiences, create invisible walls that hold us hostage. Statements like "I'm not good enough and it's too late to change" may sound innocent, but they become fortresses trapping our dreams and aspirations, shaping every conscious decision we make. Here's where it gets interesting. The journey of transformation really starts when we poke a gentle finger at those walls. This isn't about launching an immediate demolition. Oh no. It's more like taking a moment to notice and question them. Awareness might seem simple, but it's like an exhilarating act of rebellion against a mind that's all too comfortable. Once you start snooping around those patterns, you can't help but loosen their grip on you. The science behind this is downright fascinating. Neuroplasticity reveals that our brains are malleable, constantly rewiring themselves. Each time you challenge an outdated belief or behavior, your brain goes into action like a construction crew, building new pathways while weakening old connections. Think of it as transforming the layout of a city. Your mind isn't fixed. It thrives and evolves based on your choices and experiences. Yet here comes the twist. Most people wish for transformation served on a silver platter, minus the discomfort. Newsflash: discomfort is not your arch nemesis. It's the signal that your brain is breaking free from familiar territory. When that old self starts feeling cozy, your very ego springs into action, desperately trying to maintain that precarious balance. And let's be real, growth often feels like a wild storm is brewing, chaotic, but undeniably exhilarating. Your inner system is a funny little beast. It clings to familiarity, even when that very familiarity has you feeling like you're being slowly suffocated by a massive pillow of your own making. Imagine trying to wake up earlier or adopt healthier eating habits. That resistance flaring up. It's not just laziness, it's your brain doing its best to protect its identity. Cognitive scientists like to call this phenomenon homeostasis, that loyal friend who insists you're still the same person even while you attempt to transform into a morning yoga enthusiast. Now, here's the kicker. Real transformation isn't just about stringing together new habits like they're beads on a necklace. Nope, it actually involves a shift in your self-concept. You see, if you're convinced you're the ultimate slacker, you might clean your room a couple of times. But your inner clutterbug will make sure chaos finds its way back in. On the other hand, if you convince yourself, I'm the tidy person who keeps my space pristine, suddenly the mess seems much less appealing, and voila, you're living your best organized life. More than just newfound organization or budgeting skills, transformation is an identity project painted in the colors of self-improvement. Every shift, whether you're battling an addiction or mending a fractured relationship, starts with redefining who you believe yourself to be. This is why therapy, journaling, or even a good old chat with yourself is so effective. They help turn those hidden beliefs, the pesky gremlins running your life, into tangible thoughts so they can no longer shroud your potential. You might think this journey is a simple road trip, but oh boy, it's more of a roller coaster. Most folks who undergo profound change describe their experience as a cycle of progress, doubt, regression, clarity, and renewal. It resembles Joseph Campbell's classic hero's journey. Leave the comfy humdrum behind, tackle some internal dragons, and emerge a shiny new version of yourself, hopefully without having to deal with a surprise morning dragon on the way. Interestingly, the brain goes through a similar twisty ride during this transformation. When you dive into that liminal space, the cozy in-between of who you were and who you're becoming, your brain lights up like a pinball machine. This is when the default mode network, known for self-reflection, struts its stuff. Think of it as your brain's way of rewriting your personal saga, crafting new tales about who you are, one exciting chapter at a time. But remember, simply saying I'm confident while still believing deep down that you're an awkward turtle won't cut it. The subconscious doesn't buy the facade. It's got a front row ticket to the old script. That's why transformation isn't about blind effort. It demands truth before you can even think about rolling up your sleeves. You can't begin the dazzling transition to a new you while still whispering sweet lies about your current self. So, if you truly want to shake things up, ditch the act and embrace the authenticity of your journey. The path to transformation is a wild ride but thrilling nonetheless. It beckons you to step into the unknown, reframe your narrative, and hatch a new identity. With conscious repetition and rich emotional experiences, you can prove to your brain that the old patterns are, well, so last season. And before you know it, you'll truly become what you believe, not just metaphorically, but neurologically. Radical honesty is the secret sauce for transformation, but we're not talking about that cringe-inducing kind that airs all your dirty laundry and shames you. Nope. We're diving deeper into a gentle and revealing self-exploration. It's all about saying, here's what I feel, what I've been dodging, and what still stings. Like peeling off a band-aid, it may hurt at first, but hey, you're on your way to healing, and that's a beautiful thing. When you hit that level of clarity, there's an epic shift. Suddenly, you're not coming from a place of self-loathing but rather a place of self-understanding. That's the golden ticket. Most self-help advice misses the mark by assuming we need a complete makeover. Newsflash, you're not broken. Transformation isn't about fixing the wrong parts. It's about integrating and embracing every quirky little piece of yourself, even the ones you tuck away and forget about. Think of procrastination, for instance. On the surface, it may look like a classic case of laziness, but dig deeper and you'll likely uncover a treasure trove of fears. Fear of failure, fear of success, or maybe fear of what others think. When you face that fear with kindness instead of shame, the urge to procrastinate begins to fade like yesterday's bad haircut. Transformation isn't about attacking yourself. It's more like a heartfelt reunion with the parts of you you've been avoiding. Emotional awareness comes into play as a powerful player in this transformation game. You can't fix what you refuse to feel, right? Your emotions are basically your subconscious waving a flag about what needs attention. Feelings like anger might be telling you to set boundaries, while sadness could be pointing to unmet needs. Rather than suppressing those emotions, learn to interpret them. Once you do, you'll find yourself flowing through rather than getting stuck in them, making way for genuine progress. In recent studies, they've discovered that mindfulness and self-compassion turbocharge transformation. It's like giving your brain a chill pill. When you stop judging your discomfort and become genuinely curious, the amygdala, our little fear factory, chills out, allowing the prefrontal cortex, the brain's rational adult, if you will, to come online. Basically, a little kindness toward yourself makes room for big changes to occur. The most impactful transformations sneak up on you like a cat in the night, not in dramatic proclamations but in quiet, everyday moments. Think about it. When you hold back that hasty reaction, take a deep breath before speaking, or say no when you previously would have said yes out of fear. Each of these is a tiny revolution for your psyche. It's like rewiring your brain joyfully, and before you know it, the old you starts to fade away, replaced by a truer, more liberated version of yourself. And here's the kicker. You probably won't even realize you're transforming until you glance back and spot how far you've come. The conversations you've learned to ditch, the thoughts that no longer rule your mind, and the pain that no longer defines you, all these are signs you're in the transformation zone. Your current self would leave your past self scratching their head in bewilderment at how much you've grown. In this wild journey, transformation never really hits a final destination. It's not a sprint to a single light bulb moment. It's a continuous evolution, like an ever-expanding universe of self-discovery and growth. So strap in, embrace the adventure, and get ready to uncover more layers of you, because there's always something fresh waiting around the corner. Every time you try on a new identity, life hands you a fun-sized challenge. Think of it as unwrapping a complex, multi-layered candy that's far too sweet. That candy is growth, which isn't demanding perfection, but simply asking for a seat at the participation table. Sure, your mind might throw a tantrum and your heart will waver like a leaf in the wind, but deep down, there's a little spark that keeps pushing you onward, lured by the mystical glow of transformation. Now, here's where most people mix up the ingredients of change. They believe it's all about sheer willpower or relentless motivation. Spoiler alert, it's actually about awareness. We're talking about a fresh perspective so genuine, it wipes away those pesky illusions that coat reality like a thick layer of dust. When you peel back those layers and witness the inner workings of your psyche, the fears, the ancient narratives, the self-made barricades, you unlock some serious freedom. Not the kind that magically makes life a bed of roses, but the kind that lets you strut your stuff, choosing paths despite the prickly thorns. Enter the fascinating world of cognitive dissonance, where your actions and beliefs are like two awkward dance partners who keep stepping on each other's toes. Most folks resolve this by dragging their actions back into the old routine, but the brave take a different route. They hang out with the discomfort, allowing it to stretch their beliefs until they're unrecognizable. It's in this thrilling in-between space, laden with uncertainty, where real growth transforms from fleeting desire into solid identity, lovingly clad in growth armor. Self-transformation isn't a one-time magic trick. It's like a continuous, high-stakes negotiation between your past self and the dazzling wonder of the future you. Each day serves up a little challenge, inviting you to think, feel, and perceive in fresh, exciting ways. Sure, there will be moments when you stumble, slip back into comfy old habits. But fret not. You're not starting from scratch. That ever-present awareness sticks around, like that friend who shows up at every party uninvited, whispering gems of truth until you finally pay attention. Let's not forget the fascinating role of your environment in this transformation extravaganza. We often daydream that sheer willpower can bulldoze through anything, but alas, life is more nuanced than that. The people around you, the messages you absorb, and the vibes of your space all resonate with your evolving identity. If you're aiming to be the next great artist but are nestled among cynics, your brain is basically receiving mixed signals. It's a bit like trying to swim upstream against a tide of self-doubt. Psychology gets real about this, emphasizing environmental design for behavior change. If you're a butterfly looking to emerge, you'll need to cultivate a garden rich in that sweet nectar of support. Snip away at the triggers of your past self and prop yourself up with visual cues of who you aspire to be. Surround yourself with a cheerleading squad that celebrates your potential, not just who you've been. Remember, every single sensory input is stealthily sculpting your neural landscape, even when you're too busy scrolling through cat memes to notice. The crux of transformation, though, isn't necessarily about the outside world. It's all about those internal beliefs you're cradling. Your beliefs are like an elaborate blueprint your brain uses to instruct your body on how to act. Think you can't change? Well, your nervous system is already practicing for failure, like a stage fright actor who forgot their lines. Conversely, when you nurture the belief that you're capable of amazing things, your physiology perks up. It's not some wizardry, it's the thrilling science of expectation. Visualizations and affirmations, when laced with heartfelt conviction, yield tangible outcomes, igniting a spark of change that can light up your world. Neuroscientists have recently revealed a fascinating tidbit. When you imagine performing an action, your brain activates regions as if you were doing it for real. So, the more vividly you rehearse a new identity, the more your brain treats it like it's part of your reality. It's pretty wild, right? You literally embody what you practice being. But before you get too carried away with daydreaming, it's important to note that transformation isn't about pretending. It's about truly embodying your true self. Pretending is like wearing a festive costume on Halloween. You're acting like someone or something you're clearly not. But embodying? That's entirely different. It's about discovering the authentic you that may have been lost in the shuffle of life's chaos. Deep down, we don't want to be someone new. Rather, we want to reconnect with the wholeness that we've forgotten. It's a paradox. The journey feels like becoming someone different, but it's really about remembering who you are when fear and societal conditioning take a back seat. Philosophers have tackled this topic through the lens of the false self, the mask we create to survive life's twists and turns. As kids, we learn what behaviors get us love and which ones lead to rejection, crafting a mask that fits our surroundings comfortably. But as we grow up, that mask can feel like a smothering blanket, stifling our true expression and freedom. The real transformation begins when you decide to stop identifying with that facade, asking yourself, who am I beneath all that noise? This question often dismantles decades of psychological conditioning and leads to what therapists might call ego death. Don't freak out. It's not as theatrical as it sounds. It's the steady process of loosening your grip on who you think you are. You start caring less about defending your viewpoint or proving your worth. Instead, you watch your thoughts without becoming engulfed by them. This perspective shift makes transformation feel less like hard work and more like a natural unfolding of your true self. But here's the kicker, even authenticity isn't static. It's like a smooth river, always flowing and changing. The person you are today is not a replica of who you were 5 years ago, and that's not a contradiction, it's evolution. The psychology of self-transformation emphasizes that identity is a dynamic spectacle. Every belief you adopt, every experience you encounter, rewrites your internal narrative. Rather than chasing a final version of yourself, you learn to align with your current truth, fully aware that it's destined to evolve. Transformation takes a kind of courage that doesn't usually make it to the big screen. It's the quiet kind, the daily grit that emerges even when nobody's cheering from the sidelines. When you confront your authentic self, you might let down some past versions of yourself and even disappoint those who love that older version. Misunderstandings may bubble up, and certain connections could fade away. It's normal. Remember, growth often looks a lot like loss before it morphs into liberation. And here's a juicy psychological nugget for you: the law of emotional conservation. It suggests that the emotions you suppress don't vanish. They morph into patterns, projections, or that nagging tension in your shoulders. So when you finally embark on your transformation journey, all those repressed emotions emerge like a tumultuous wave. It may feel chaotic, but it's not a sign of you breaking apart. Instead, your mind is cleverly processing the emotional backlog. The confusion, tears, and fatigue aren't weaknesses. They're your authentic self shedding what no longer serves you and making way for a brighter, clearer you. Every time you let something go, a little more room opens up for renewal, like spring cleaning for your mind. It's as if every release adjusts your relationship with time. Instead of chasing the future like a dog after a squirrel, it starts to unfold right under your feet with each choice you make today. This shift from striving to allowing is monumental. Ask anyone suffocated by ambition and they'll tell you, the moment you stop trying on a new identity is when you begin to live it. Ironically, as soon as you drop the frantic quest for transformation, that change can sprint right up and high-five you. But let's not rush to conclusions. This transformation isn't always a flashy spectacle. It might appear as you curling up with a good book or just enjoying some quiet time, while onlookers are puzzled and ready to call for help. Little do they know, you're deep in the lab of your mind, rearranging those neural pathways like a champion Tetris player. Turns out, the loudest revolutions often simmer quietly behind the scenes, cooking up nothing less than a personal renaissance. So, when the time is right and your new self finally settles in, you won't feel like a shiny new toy. You'll feel more like you're returning home, comfortable, familiar, like slipping into those favorite sweatpants. Inner conflicts that once raged like a soap opera begin to cool down, and things that used to set off alarms now barely tickle your radar. Instead of a reactive volcano, you become a calm lake, responding with grace instead of defensiveness. It's pure psychological maturity, not about being free of pain, but having a well-worn perspective that can tiptoe through life's ups and downs with ease. Now, if we dig a little into the science, because let's be honest, glittering metaphors need some grounding, our brain is doing some serious choreography here. The emotional and rational centers are coordinating like a perfect dance duo. Your limbic system and prefrontal cortex are in sync, guiding you from impulsive reactions to conscious choices. It's like turning the dial down on those old patterns and cranking up the volume on living with intention, a concept psychologists refer to as self-regulation and inner alignment. But remember, transformation is a journey, folks, not a one-way ticket to some Zen mountaintop. It's more like an exhilarating spiral where you glide back to the same lessons, each time at a higher altitude of awareness. It can be a little dizzying, a lot like riding a roller coaster, yet you tackle those challenges with an upgraded arsenal of wisdom, patience, and significantly less fear. Viktor Frankl, that brilliant mind, reminds us that growth is often born out of struggle. Think of it as life's way of testing your mettle. Each cycle of learning builds on the previous one, and suddenly you find yourself like a savvy gardener, facing the same old weeds, but with a newfound approach to tending your patch. So, buckle up, embrace the spiral, and get ready for a delightful ride as you keep evolving into the best version of yourself. When life tosses curveballs at you, remember this fundamental truth. While you might not be able to change the situation, you can definitely change yourself. It's all about transformation, folks. External circumstances may feel like a walled fortress, but your inner growth is a boundless journey. Sure, you can't control what the universe throws your way, but you can absolutely control how you perceive it. And let's be honest, that little switcheroo in your mindset? Now that's what really gives pain its purpose. So here you are, standing at a daunting crossroads, perhaps feeling lost, anxious, or like you've stumbled into a circus without a ticket. Guess what? That's part of the delightful mess called the transformation process. Confusion isn't a sign of defeat. It's simply a fascinating dance between who you were and who you're destined to become. It indicates that the old you is waving goodbye while the new you is still ironing out some details. Relax. You don't need to figure it all out right now. Just keep your eyes wide open through the twists and turns. As time tiptoes along, you'll discover that transformation shifts from being an activity to a way of life. Gone are the days of chasing after dramatic change. Your very existence morphs into a continuous renewal. You'll find yourself outgrowing old habits effortlessly, learning lessons like a Jedi mastering the Force, and healing at your own leisurely pace. In the tranquil moments, you'll come to the beautiful realization that transformation isn't about becoming a superstar. It's recognizing that simply being an aware, conscious human is, in itself, an extraordinary feat. The real kicker in this dance of self-transformation? It's not about becoming flawless. It's an enchanting journey of nurturing awareness, compassion, and honesty. Picture this. Your internal world becomes so harmoniously aligned that it spills over into your external reality like an artist's brush painting a masterpiece. You'll master the art of strolling into the unknown without 24/7 guarantees flashing at you like neon signs. After all, isn't life just a gallery of transformations? From naivety to wisdom, from fright to enlightenment? Take a moment to reflect, and you'll notice that every end you've navigated wasn't truly the curtain dropping. No, they were actually thrilling initiations into the next chapter of your epic saga. Each heartbreak, setback, and sleepless night has sculpted you into the deep, wise person you are destined to be. Your transformation is not a game of luck or mere motivation. It's a testament to every brave choice you made to confront the truth about yourself when hiding felt oh so tempting. Transformation is less about having that one flashy breakthrough and more about a lifelong dialogue between who you were and who you're continually evolving into. Spoiler alert, it's not glamorous, and it's definitely not a walk in the park. But what it is, it's genuine. And let's face it, at the end of the day, what really matters is living a life where you can confidently declare, I didn't just exist. I evolved. Let that be your mantra as you embark on this thrilling journey of becoming.